Hello, y'all, and welcome back for another round of the Booty Radio My Team Career Mode. We are headed to the Temple of Speed in Monza, fresh off the back of a nice little cheeky double points finish for the team. And once again, we get some dry weather, which is lovely. Development-wise, it looks like Williams has taken a little bit of a step forward and gotten a little closer to us as we head to the Italian circuit. And Mercedes is also taking a pretty big jump forward. But since we are at the Temple of Speed, let's make sure we get some real healthy power unit components in here. Might have to take another energy store potentially before the end of the year. Maybe not. But we'll have to, we'll just have to see. Control electronics are fine. Round 16 of 24. And the gap out front for Lando Norris has been increasing as that Mercedes has really rounded into form lately. Antonelli had a big result, made it a Mercedes 1-2 last time out. You can see our team sitting there 9th and 10th in the Drivers' Championship. Joshua a couple of points clear of Pierre Gasly, and as a team, 83 to 27 in that regard. So needing to find a little bit of extra points before we get to the end, but as long as we can be securing these P8, 9, 10 kind of finishes, it really leaves no space for anybody else to sneak in there. And aside from a big P5, Gasly's been fairly quiet recently outside the points for the Alpine. Alonso's been knocking on the door of the points pretty consistently. But enough waffling on. Let's get to driving the cars and head into qualifying.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
All right, getting the engine turned up down the back straight here. Getting ready to start our first flying lap around Monza. The track we've typically gone pretty decently at in the F1 games history. So, let's see if we can't find a little something. We might actually get some traffic on the way into turn 1, unfortunately. So we're going to have a bit of a ruined turn 1. Could have been a lot worse. He could have parked it on the apex. He did sort of get out of the way. Definitely cost a bit of time, but not enough to completely abandon the lap. That, however, touching the grass is how you abandon the lap. All right, going for the quick in and out to try and see if we can fit an extra run to get us back on the run plan. So, starting up, flying lap. Obviously not a lot of life taken out of the tires the first round because we didn't even do a full flying lap. We did a couple of corners. So not a lot of stress through the tires just yet. And as such, no delta to compare against. The second chicane, the Della Rosa chicane, always an opportunity for mistakes like I did there. Just swing it a little wide and onto the grass. Not quite as much of the curb as we'd like to take in the first part of the chicane. Can definitely get the car more to the apex there. This is essentially being driven a little bit more like a banker lap. Still pushing on. Pretty good run through Ascari. Not perfect. Had to make a little hesitation on the turn in. Save just a little bit of battery for the run to the line. Stay tight to the right side. See if we can shorten the distance to the line as much as possible. 16.508. It puts us P8 provisionally to start. And here we are out on track a little earlier than usual with the new tires on, because according to the weather report, there's some rain due to hit in about less than 5 minutes, so it may impede the last runs of qualifying if you're waiting till the last second. So I wanted to get out early and get this lap in first before the rain becomes a significant factor. A little deep on the brakes into turn one. This cost us a little bit of time. We should be able to make up some ground in the Lesmo corners on the new tires. And attacking the curbs a little more heavily there, but not quite the gain we're hoping for. And we run out wide, and that is going to invalidate there. Going to try and recharge the battery and go one more. Fuel is going to be pretty marginal. We're definitely going to have to essentially limp our way around. And we're going to hit all the traffic. I don't think we're going to have quite the battery to get this lap in the way we want to. Nope, got to bail out. And that ends our qualifying session.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Yep, messy qualifying session from us puts us P12. Joshua up in P7, a good result for him. Surprising to see something ahead of the two Mercedes. Leclerc really putting in a good lap to put it on pole position. But we've got some work to do. Got to get past Gasly and Alonso, our typical competitors, in order to get ourselves into the points in this one.
A difficult race awaits these drivers here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6 mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Antonelli, Verstappen, Ayrton Senna, and Piastri, Pierce, Russell, Tsunoda, and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Martins, Alex Albon, and Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Jack Doohan, and Nico Hülkenberg, Lawson, Hadjar, Behrman, and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
326, so we'll lose about 12 seconds in that way. Okay, well that makes the choice a little easier for us. But I do think that the hard-medium combination is the better way around to do this. Okay. We do a little tire preservation at some point in this race, but we should have fuel good. Here we go, 5 red lights are up. Pretty decent jump off the line. Find a little lane to work with into turn 1. We're on the inside. We're going to need to go way around the outside for this 3 wide section. It's now us and our teammate line astern once again. Tsunoda has gotten shuffled into that pack a little bit. next goal will be to get past and try and get Joshua through Alonso here. We can't let Fernando run away from this pack. But Joshua, not a great start. Started P7, dropped 2 places down to P9. And here comes Sonoda having a look on the inside. Not really the room for him there. We're going to chop the nose and not let him get that run. He's putting pressure on us. There goes Joshua around the outside of Fernando. Not able to get the job quite done. I think with DRS, he'll have a good opportunity to do it. They are losing touch with those cars just ahead of him. But that's fine. It's kind of what we expect to happen in this race. The Red Bull of Sonoda is looking very quick in a straight line and is making my life rather difficult. Chopped right to the racing line in front of me. I had to kind of yield out of it. But now look at the speed he's got. And we are under pressure from the Williams behind. Let's try and break the toe a little bit. Come on, Joshua. You need to get up there and be fighting with Fernando. Tangling with Yuki. He didn't really leave us space on the outside. Unfortunately, I think he's going to be able to close up into DRS pretty quickly. Fernando's the car we all need to get by. I think Yuki's got an opportunity to work his way through the pack. We might be looking at kind of a repeat of last race where we're going to be doing some serious defending for Joshua. Although this time we are on the slower compounded tire to start. Big mistake into the Della Rosa chicane. Had to drive slow over the escape road there. Oh, and I think we've really hashed this race up already. Come on, settle in, lock in. Mistakes are being made quite significantly here. We've got to get back to the gearbox of Sainz. Otherwise, we're just going to be sliding back on the straight line speed of the cars around us. Come on. I don't think we got it. Ugh. The understeer. Pretty poor lap to run, and now Sainz has even gotten past Joshua. It's crazy. I'm running 0-0 wings, and they're still that fast in a straight line compared to me. Gonna need. We managed to get to the DRS of Sainz here. I think a good run through Ascari gives us the opportunity down the pit straight. Ooh, he's very slow at the entry of Ascari. He's quick on this straight. 2.3 the gap to Alonso. I think it's something we can do. Fernando's going for the two-stop, it looks like, as well. How quick is he in a straight line? Round the outside in turn 1. Get the apex of turn 2. Drive out of it. Up into 9th now. Yellow flags on the pit straight. What's causing those? Oh, Ocon out of the session. Not great for him. Now, if we can get, if Sainz comes in to pit on this lap as well, I think that would be just about ideal. He's parked up on the left side, so safe there. He's staying out, so Sainz on the one-stop strategy, like we are. This is where I'm in trouble on his just raw straight line speed. AI straight line speed still insane, man. 0-0 wings, full battery deployment, DRS, slipstream, and not making really any ground on him. Well, a big wheel spin coming out there, so that's going to be the end of that. Okay, we can finally do a couple laps recharging the batteries. Clean air on the nose. I don't want him going for a move on me into this chicane, because that'll just cost me time. If he wants to get a move done down into Ascari, great. Or here, that's fine too. Then he can give me some free DRS. Tires are feeling pretty bad at this point. Almost 60% wear on the back left at this stage. A couple more laps still have to do on these tires. It expects I'll come back out in 12th currently. Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind, 21.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in 11th. And the time last lap, 1:20.3.
Okay, into the pits we go. Got a full battery to work with. And we're going to have some work to do at the tail end of this race. Five-second stop does not help. At least we stayed out ahead of Gasly, but now instead of being 2.5 seconds behind Albon and Sainz, we're 5 seconds back. Tires are pretty much immediately up to temperature at least, so that's good. Got some work to do to get clear of Gasly, though. Just barely see them out in the distance. Okay, Joshua in for his second stop.
Joshua's coming in for his stop.
That'll kind of put him outside the points for sure. Strategy not great on his part. Straight line speed of Gasly is going to keep him in it. Slipstream range, not quite DRS yet. Saving battery. Now we're going to burn battery to make sure we get this DRS off of them. Okay, successfully got that. Come on. No big lag moments, please. Come on, game. Stop lagging. I've actually maxed out speed. I don't think I've ever done that in F125 before. Or I actually pegged the limiter. Oh, that's gonna kill my race! I mean, it got me into the points, which is cool and all, but can I even catch Sainz anymore? Do I have the tires left? It doesn't feel like it. Feels like my tires are toast at this stage. Yep, 37% already.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
Kind of held it steady through the VSC. That's always tricky. I don't think I have the tires left. Russell in the pits, though. I think we're going to get a free spot. He's going for the softs. Only 3 laps left to go. He's going to have some gap he's going to need to make up. He's in there a long time. Does he have damage? Moving again. Oh, come on, Joshua. You can do it. You just need another spot. You just need to get past Gasly. I'm not catching Sainz anymore. I've killed my tires. Here we go, getting ready to start the final lap of the race. The medium tires ran out of life towards the end. Sainz was able to hold on to his hards. But I'm keeping a half an eye on the timing tower on the left because Joshua's in a position to potentially bring home another double points finish for us. Although he does have none other than Pierre Gasly and George Russell on some very fresh, soft tires who he's gotten his way through. I think George is going to hold that position. Joshua and Pierre won't have the tires to compete with him through the middle sector. He'll be well clear. And I should be far enough up the road that he's not going to catch me at this point. He is real fast on those soft tires. I mean, real fast. But we are doing fine. Norris takes another victory. I think that's like 4 in a row for him. Really putting a stranglehold on the championship. We'll come in for a nice little P9 finish. Unfortunate to give up a P8 to Carlos Sainz, so the Williams. But, you know, was a tricky race all around as far as where we were at. But I will take
race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I will take some points. Even a P9 finish. Points are points here, huh?
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead of themselves just yet. It's a long way to go.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, the tough part is with Joshua starting 7th. I mean, he lost those positions right at the start of the race. And the 2-stop strategy also just didn't help him all that much. But yeah, I think that's 4 in a row for Norris. He's now 88 points clear in the Drivers' Championship, and we are under, what? This was race 15? 16? Like, we've only got like 8 or 9 races left to go in this season. So it is going to be very good, you know, should be a lock for him. Williams picked up some points by finishing ahead of us. Sainz with a nice little 4-point result gets them to 12, and him to 10 on his own of that crew. But we're still holding down that P9, P10 in the driver's standings and that lovely P5 in the constructors. Okay, meeting with Colapinto. Let's see what his asking price is going to be. 4.5, 5th in the constructors, fan rating 5. Yeah, I think we just kind of hold on and let him develop. I think Franco only a couple of points behind Joshua in terms of overall stats, but you know, costing less than half would be big. Yeah, let's do that. Focus and focus. Fan outreach. Sponsor discovery. Fan outreach. That looks like a good set of stuff to do. Messages. Points on the board. Yep, as we have been doing. More facility improvements. Lovely. So I mean, we're done with phase 2 entirely. Cool. So now it's lots of phase 3 developments to be done. 17 days lowest. Yeah. Cost for adapting parts. That'll be nice to get done soon. And then, what do we got? 22 days. And that'll be a good one at the start of next season. We've maxed out the current title sponsor loyalty. So being able to improve the next title sponsor for next year will be very good. Because, yeah, you see we've got everything we can from Xenon out of it here. Finance-wise, how are we looking? Getting nearer the cap. We're at 115 million. So I think we don't do any more facility upgrades now. Everything else is going to go to part adaptation before the end of the year. But let's go ahead and advance.
Great news. They've accepted that contract.
Awesome. Victor Martin's on board for next year, so let's continue forward.
Hey, me again. Got another question.
Event.
For
What
you.
do we got? Nah, we go expand. We go big.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects.
Yeah. Don't tell me to do
We don't
that.
want to fall behind our rivals.
Hush, hush,
and
hush,
we
hush,
haven't
hush,
got
hush.
anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.
All right, let's just double check on facility improvements. Although we're not doing any more this year. We're done with facility improvements this year. So there we go. We've got Baku up next, I believe is a sprint weekend, round 17. Getting towards the tail end of season 2 here. But thank you all for joining me once again. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.